One piece of career advice that I could give anybody is that you need to understand how to navigate your pivot when you are upset. Most people have to change the course or pivot, as they always say within corporate America, because it is unprecedented, it is unexpected, it is unwarranted. And there's a lot of emotions that come with that onset of change, especially as it relates to your money. And I think sometimes we get stuck in the emotion and we forget that we have to think objectively through things. As someone, when I reflect back on my personal career pathway, if everything went as planned, y'all know I would be a marine biologist right now. Even when I think about my journey in my doctoral degree, is I did not expect it to look like this. It was because I got laid off from tech that I had to pivot quickly. And quickly is also subjective because I was unemployed for 7 months, but I was able to save my money from tech to have a safety net for myself while I was looking. But toward the end of that, I knew for me to have some type of security of my own, I had to go to the next step of higher education, which was getting my doctoral degree. My very first degree that I planned to get as it relates to a doctorate degree was going to be in human sexuality, focusing solely on human sexuality and focusing only on love. It was one of my professors from undergrad that told me, hey, Khadijah, I need you to think a little bit more objectively. How would that be able to translate in the grand scheme of things? And so that is why I decided to focus on education, because I had my master's in teaching. You need to understand that most pivots you are going to be upset. Okay, that constant starting over is something that I'm so accustomed to now that I don't even take it personal. But it took about 5 times for me to constantly start over because things were out of my control, for me to have this lens of like objective thinking.